Okay, today I'm going to show you how to recharge a Ferroli Bluehelix expansion vessel. First thing we need to do, we need to turn the valves off underneath the boiler because we've got to drain all the water out. So we turn the valves off, the left hand side and the right hand side one. Now I will stress, if the boilers are really old, I'd choose not to touch them because they're always going to be leaking. And you know it is, you always get the blame because you shouldn't have touched them when you arrived. So what we need to do now, we're going to get the water out the boiler and get the gauge back onto 0. This is the actual safety valve, and on this particular board it's got like a mechanism where you don't have to open this out. You can unscrew this, and what it'll do, all the water will go out. So that'll drain all the water out from the boiler. So we're going to start undoing it, get all the water pressure out. Don't undo it all the way out, just do it till you can start hearing some water come out. The water pressure will go down, and when it starts flashing F37, you know there's no water pressure left in the boiler then. There we go, F37, which means low or no water pressure. Then you undo the cap on the expansion vessel. And I've actually got a really nice machine here. It's an actual, it recharges expansion vessels up instead of using a foot pump or the ones that you stand on. Yes, you have to charge it up all the time. So we'll click it on there. I'm just going to press my button. It's on 0 at the moment. So all I do on this, we need to get it to around about 1 bar for the pressure on the expansion vessel. You definitely need an open end, otherwise there's no point in even trying to recharge it. So we keep an open end. If this has got any water in, it can push it out. So we'll press the button, and we need to get it to around about 1 bar. This machine actually cost me around about 30 to 40 pounds off Amazon, come next day as well. Really good bit of kit that you can keep in your box as well. So we're going to get that to around about 1 bar. The good thing is you can carry on doing your work, you don't even have to press the button again. Just hold it, put it on the side. Okay, that's 1 bar. We release that and turn the valve back off. Just to do it hand tight, don't need no tools again. What's very important as well, we're going to spray it for leak spray detection. If it bubbles, then you can actually normally change the Schrader valve inside and wipe it all off. If it doesn't bubble, then obviously it's okay. Put the dust cap back on. Then we open the valves underneath again. Get the pressure on the gauge, like one of my previous videos. We get the pressure back up just to above 1 bar. There we go. Turn the valves off. It will go on FH. Like I said on the other video, it will do that for about 5 minutes. It's not a bad thing to do, especially if you just recharge the expansion vessel. It will set itself up, the pump will come on, short burst, the diverter valve will move back and forwards, and it will get rid of the air from your automatic air vent. If it's actually shut tight, you won't get no air out of it. You'll just see this noise going on all the time. If you open it a couple of turns, the air will keep on disappearing. There's another way you can do some of the stuff as well. You can turn the boiler off, put your finger on this button and switch it on at the same time. It'll all light up, let go, and it will last about 20 seconds. What you need to do then, if you are going to do that, you need to put the hot water on for 10 seconds, and then you need to put the heating on, test mode, for 10 seconds, then the hot water on for another 10 seconds, then put the heating on for another 10 seconds. So put the hot water tap on for 10 seconds, turn it off, then we press these two buttons here, which goes into test mode, and any air that's in the boiler, it'll start making the diverter valve move, push all the air away. Probably go into a radiator. And you press, as soon as it fires up, take it out of test mode, and then you go and open hot water again, and that'll move the diverter valve up and down and start making some water go back and forwards and start forcing out the automatic air vent. That's how you do an expansion vessel on the Ferroli Bluehelix.